Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got a two-part, two-video series I'm going to share with you guys. Unfortunately, the wonderful Miss South is not going to be with us today or the next video, but I promise you next week she will be joining us again. In the meantime, you're stuck with me. So we're going to be doing all standing sequence, the whole standing sequence of the Ashtanga Yoga system. I'm going to split this up into two videos. Feel free, once you feel comfortable with the sequence and comfortable with the postures, you can put them together. I will preface each video with the Surya Namaskara or the sun salutations at the beginning, so you can just skip those if you want to combine the videos. We will do some seated postures. It's mainly just to balance the body out, stretch the front part of the body on the mat before we lay down for Shavasana or corpse pose. So without further ado, if you guys need, you should grab a block or a pillow or a roll of towels, something that you can sit on. A strap is handy as well, as you'll see, both in this video and the next. And without further ado, guys, get ready. Let's get started. Okay, feet at the front of the mat, toes together, hands at your side. We're going to work on lengthening the back, engaging those abdominal muscles to start protecting our lower back, like I had mentioned in the previous video. So let's begin. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hinging at the hips. Inhale, straightening the back. And exhaling all the way down through the push-up position. You can come down to your knees and then your belly. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale. Back to downward dog. Of course, if downward dog is something that's a little intimidating or just not right for you today, come down to your knees and sit back, child's pose. Deep breathing, guys. We're getting warmed up. One more breath here. Inhale, get those feet back to your hands, straighten your back out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, use the legs, drive the body all the way up, reaching high. And exhale, hands at the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, hinging at the hips all the way. Inhale, straighten the back. You can support the body with the hands. Exhale, all the way down through the push-up position. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. This is a great posture. You can bend your knees in it and extend, really reaching with your spine. You can kind of go back and forth, pedaling, stretching those calf muscles. Find out what works for you. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stretch those shoulders out. Inhale, walk your feet or jump them. Exhale, fold over. Inhale all the way to the top, use those legs. And exhale, standing, hands at side. Excellent. Do one more. Inhale, up high. Hinge at the hips, exhale. Inhale. Flatten the back, raise the body up. Exhale, all the way down. Through the push-up. Inhale. Body can be on the ground or up on the toes. Exhale. Back to downward dog or child's pose, of course. Now you can bring your knees together in child's pose, or you can spread them out wide. Find out what feels good and stay there. You can rock your hips back and forth, loosening up those hip joints. One more big breath. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale, standing. Now we're going to do the second part of the Sun Salutation series. This one involves bending the knee and coming for a lunge in between the downward dogs. Inhale, reach up and bend your knees. Exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, look at the ground, flatten the back. Exhale, all the way through the push-up position. Inhale. Don't worry about looking high in the sky, just look up, extend the spine. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot shoots forward, lunging. Inhaling all the way to the top. Exhale, all the way down through the push-up position. Inhale. Exhale, back. Left foot shoots forward. Inhale all the way to the top. And exhale all the way down. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Back to downward dog or child's pose. Deepen your breathing, relax your face. Inhale, walk or jump your feet up to your hands, flatten your back. Exhale, fold over. Bend your knees. Inhale, all the way, reaching up. Exhale, standing, hands at the side. Bend your knees, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back. And exhale, all the way down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot shoots forward. We raise all the way to the top. And exhale, all the way down. Exhale, back. Left foot shoots forward. Inhale all the way to the top. Deep lunge. Exhale. All the way down. Inhale up. And exhale. Back to downward dog or child's pose. If you're feeling a little bit more loose, a little more warmed up, you can raise a leg up and place it down. Start extending. Feeling pretty good. All right, on the inhale, you can walk or you can jump. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, standing. Okay, we're gonna move into the standing sequence now. We've got our bodies warmed up a little bit. The first one is a forward fold. So we're going to get a nice, tall, lifted chest, roll the shoulders back and down. Hands are gonna meet us at the hips. This is a cue for us to hinge at the hips, not at the spine. So we take a deep inhale, hinging at the hips. Exhale, fold forward until you feel a good stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. Keeping the back and the abdomen engaged. You're not bracing for a punch. You're just simply keeping them activated. Hands on the knees if you need. A few more breaths. Excellent. Next posture, we're gonna stay right where we're at. This time we're gonna collapse the back and put our hands as close to our feet. Bend your knees as much as you need. We're gonna place our hands underneath the balls of our feet, like we're stomping on our hands. Inhale and exhale. Relax the neck, let the head hang low. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Slowly straighten them to apply the stretch. On the exhale, hands to the hips. Bend your knees into a squat. Inhale, press. Using the legs to lift the body up. Should feel pretty good. No craning on the back. Split our feet together. We're going to inhale, stepping back with the left foot about palms width apart. Right foot is 90 degrees. Left foot 45 degrees. Arms are out wide. We're going to simply slide down an imaginary wall to our right. Again, you may end up in many different places on many different days. You can start simply with the elbow on the right knee. You can, of course, place the hand on the hip, or excuse me, on the ankle, but the left arm will always be high in the sky. One more breath, reaching high with that hand. Terrific. Inhale. Use the abdomen. Bring that body up. Switch the feet. Inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, sliding down. Again, bend that left knee if you need. Raising the right arm high in the sky. Almost like somebody's pulling you up from the rafters there. Excellent. Inhale all the way to the top. Switch your feet back. Now the right foot's going to be 90 degrees. Left foot 45 degrees. Arms out wide again. This time the left hand is going to arc over. We're going to be twisting towards this right leg. Now, this is a great time for a block. You can do 3 different levels on a block. You can do the lowest level, which is flat. You can do the next highest, which is on its long side, or you can go all the way as high as you like. Placing our left hand on that block, right hand high in the sky. Bend this right knee if you need to. You want to feel that stretch along the right leg there. If you want to go no block, you can place the left hand on the outside of the foot. Swing up, take your block with you. Switch your feet, rotate, right hand comes down. Do exactly what you did on the left side, on the right side, do it on the left side. So if you were on level 1 block, start right there. You are going to notice as you practice more and more, one side of your body is more flexible than another side. That's perfectly normal. That's where your attention will go when you find a posture you like. Try to fight the urge. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come back to the mat. Find the urge to try and balance your body out as best you can. Excellent. Next posture, stepping back with the right leg. This is going to be a wider stance now, almost to the edges of your mat. If you're, anywhere from 5'10" to 6 foot, for those of us who are a little bit shorter, find yourself in a comfortable lunge. Bending the left knee, arms are out wide, and we're going to exhale, folding over towards our left knee and reaching with the right hand. Now, the multiple things you can do here, this might be perfect for you. You might feel like you need a little bit more. The block is super handy for this. Pick your level, place it on the outside of the left leg, and extend your body. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And of course, if you want, you can go hand on mat. Inhale, come up, take your block with you if you used it. Switch the feet. Left foot 45, right foot 90. Arms out wide, big inhale. And exhale, bending the right knee till you get perpendicular. You want your shin bone perpendicular with the floor. If your knee is tracking over your toes, no good. That means you need to widen your stance and go deeper until you see that lower shin bone perpendicular with the floor. Reaching, reaching. Inhale, open the body, gazing up at the left hand. Making adjustments as you're going, as you loosen up into the posture. Maybe you just ditch that block for a second and go for a little bit more. Excellent. Inhale, straighten that leg. Switch the feet back. We're gonna stay in this posture for just a couple more sides. Inhale, we're going to bring the right knee down to the mat into a lunge. Take a large inhale, bring the right hand up, exhale, we're gonna twist, bringing the right armpit towards the left knee. So from here, there's a lot of things you can do. You can place your hands in prayer, use that to gently create a twist in the body. That might be too much. You can always simply rest the hand to the outside of the leg, block, etc. Just get this nice big twist. If you want to straighten this leg, you're more than welcome to. Arm out at an angle. Excellent. Inhale, use your legs. Power up that body. Switch the feet one more time. Again, arms out flat. We're going to bring the left knee down. If you need to adjust, move, whatever you got to do to get feeling well. Large inhale for a twist and exhale to make it happen. Now, same thing. Whatever you did on your right side, your left, you'll do on your right. So if you had your arm on the ground, legs straight, you had legs straight, arm on the side, whatever you did, try to replicate it on your opposite side. All right, inhale, come all the way up. That's a really tough one. And exhale to the front of the mat. Use those leg muscles, drive the body forward. Okay, we're gonna open up again, right leg back. This time, you're gonna try and line the outside of your feet, make them parallel lines, all right? No, don't point your toes out at a 45-degree angle. You want flat on the sides. Inhale, nice and tall. Create some length in that spine, and exhale. We're folding forward, keeping the spine straight until we're ready and we've got all that slack, good stretch pulled out. You can grab a block or a chair and rest. Focus on lengthening the spine, rotating the hips forward to create the stretch in the back of the legs. 70%, guys, remember, 70% is all you need. Hopefully you're sweating like me. Well, no one sweats like me, but maybe one day you can, but hopefully you're feeling pretty warm. We want to keep our bodies warm while we're doing this practice. Inhale, come all the way up. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Press with those legs. Use your glutes. Use all those muscles. We don't want to just get flexibility without mobility. Hands at the hips again. Inhale and exhale, using the abdomen and the back like a corset. We're keeping the abs engaged. We're going to hinge at the hips. That's what these hands are here for, to make sure we cue ourselves not to be bending over, but to be hinging at the hips. No support this time. Using the abdominal muscles and the lower back to stabilize the body, we create the stretch in the legs. Now, take a break if you need to. If that stretch is too intense, bend those knees, relax a little bit, and turn the quads on and go for a couple more breaths. When you're ready, use those glutes and those hamstrings. Pull, push the body up. There you go. Awesome. Inhale, arms out wide. Exhale, we're going to lace the fingers behind the back. Now, some of us don't have the shoulder mobility to do that. No worries. That's why we've got our belt. Simply just grab whatever length that you want and extend those arms. Inhale, wide open. And exhale, fold forward. And bring those arms overhead. As far as they'll go. Might be right here. Might be right here. Sometimes you can sure up a little bit of that, take some slack out, and see if you can get a little bit more out of your shoulders. Again, 70%, guys. If this is screaming in a weird part of your shoulder, you're doing the wrong exercise. Get that out of my way. I'm doing yoga here. Excellent. Inhale, come all the way up. Engage those legs. And exhale, you don't need that guy back again. Inhale, last form of this posture. We're going to exhale, fold forward, and reach for our toes. Now we may not be able to grab our toes, that's fine. You can always go reaching for the shin bone, the knees. Don't put too much pressure on your knees. It's better to be above or below for obvious reasons. And we're doing our last forward fold here in this posture. If you can't grab the toes, 2 fingers, grab a hold of those toes, wrapping with the thumb there. Big deep breaths, guys. Excellent. Hands on the mat. Walk your feet in just a little bit. Bend your knees. Use those legs. Power the body up. And exhale. Come to the front of your mat. Excellent. We've got one more posture. We'll move to the finishing sequence, our breathing meditation, and finally, the last posture of the day, the one everybody loves, Shavasana, laying flat on the back. All right. This one will can also require the belt, or you can simply do what I'm about to show you. So what we're gonna do is fold our arms back behind the back. Right hand can go over left hand doesn't really matter. You can also go a little step further and walk your hands up, turn them under, and make a little prayer hand. That might be a little bit too much on some shoulder joints. Maybe all of those are too much on the shoulder joints, no problem. Grab your trusty belt and stay right here. Perfect. Now that we've got that set up, we're gonna step back with the left. If you have a block in your way, kick it right out, you don't need it. We're gonna face that right leg. Inhale, pinch the shoulder blades, roll them up, shrug them, and tuck them into the back pockets, all right? Make sure you don't arc your lower back too much, but roll those shoulders back. Now once you've got your upper body set up, again, we're hinging at the hips. Tighten the abdomen a little bit and start folding forward. This might be as far as you get. You might be 90% on that hamstring right there. Oh, that's perfect. As long as you've got your shoulders tucked back, your abdominals nice and tight, and you are paying attention to yourself, you're doing the posture correct. Now, some of you might be finding yourself a little bit lower. Your head might even be touching your shin. Terrific. This is it. All these postures are adjustable, and we're all at different spots, places in our life. It should just feel good. If it doesn't feel good, you're in the wrong spot. Inhale, come all the way up. Press with that foot into the ground. Use the hamstrings, use the glutes. Switch the feet. Let's reset everything. Roll those shoulders back, tuck them in. Make sure that your lower back's not arcing too much. Tighten up the abdominals. Inhale and exhale. Fold at the hip first. Once you get all that slack pulled out, you're really doing the proper stretch. Keeping the back and the abdominals engaged. Now, if you feel comfortable, you can, of course, fold the back. Just be careful. Everybody's different. This might be acceptable for some people. Some people need to keep this lower back a little more protected. A couple more breaths here. Don't let your shoulders slump forward. Roll those babies back. Tuck those shoulder blades into your back pockets. And inhale, pressing into the mat. And exhaling back to the front. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna do one more sun salutation to transition us from standing to seated. We're gonna do just a few, sorry, I got nose itching with the sweat. We'll be laying down for just a moment. We'll do a seated posture for breathing meditation, and then we'll lay down, finish our practice. You guys are doing great. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, keeping all that engaged. Remember, that's what we reach up for. Inhale, and exhale, all the way down. Inhale, upward dog, tuck those shoulders back. Don't look up, no need to crick the neck. Exhale, all the way down to downward dog, and exhale. Find your way any way you want to a seated position. You can come down to your knees, kind of crawl, do a little combat-based stuff. You guys should all know that. So the first posture that we're going to do is laying flat on our back. So, laying flat, feet close to the hips. Tuck those shoulder blades back and down. Hands on the mat. We're going to inhale and raise the hips up off the floor. Pressing into the ground with our heels, trying to bring the chest, everything up. Everything's activated back there. We're flexing our lower back, we're flexing, we're squeezing our shoulder blades, we're bringing our upper back muscles and shoulder muscles into play. The whole posterior chain of the body is being squeezed. Exhale, come down. We do a lot of forward folding, a lot of that lengthening of the lower back and the upper back. We've got to strengthen those. Mobility is key. Shake it out. We've got a couple of breaths here. That's kind of an intense posture. We're going to do two more. So get reset. If you need to adjust your feet closer or further, do that now. Roll your shoulders back. Hands on the mat. Exhale up. And breathe and enjoy. Squeeze the glutes. Don't let your knees travel out. Try and bring them in. Pinch your shoulder blades. Shrug your shoulders. Try to squeeze those muscles. Exhale, come down. Oh, make it slow. Do what you got to do. If you want to take your feet off the mat for a sec, rock it back and forth. That's fine. Massage your back a little bit. We got one more to go. One more to go. Excellent. All right, let's get our feet back in position. So again, remember what you did last time. Whatever worked best, whatever felt best. Hands at the mat. And exhale. Really pressing. You can support your waist, or your hips rather, by placing your hands right underneath. Sometimes that can take a little bit of the weight off. But try to do your best to stay up unsupported. Exhale, come down. Excellent. All right. Again, roll that back out if you want. Feels really good. Okay, let's make an effort to get back to seated position. Now for all these seated positions, you have to find one that works for you. That might be sitting crisscross applesauce, full lotus posture, half lotus, stack your legs, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can sit in comfortably, that's what matters. So if you need to, stick a little block or pillow, pad, whatever you got, under your hips to kind of take some pressure off your knees, no problem. That was a good session. Those standing postures can really wear you out. So from here, get nice and comfortable. We're going to be here for a few minutes. Roll your shoulders, shake out that tension, relax your face, relax your belly. I know we've been working on our abdomen all day, all throughout this class. Relax your legs, close your eyes. Allow your breathing to just do whatever it wants. Don't worry about counting your breath. All I want you to do is feel your breath. That's your primary concern for the next minute and a half or so. If you find your mind wandering, no worries. Don't get upset, don't get angry. Just simply redirect your attention right back to your breath. Easy as that. You're watching your breath just like you would watching the sky from your window or from a nice grassy hill you found yourself on. Feel your heartbeat, feel how your body feels. And when you're ready, remove that pad if you have one underneath your sit bones. And let's lay back for Shavasana, corpse pose. Again, find a posture that is comfortable. Guys, some of us, we need to place our feet right here. Some of us like a pillow underneath our knees. You guys do whatever feels good. Follow the feel good, as a good friend of mine always said. Here in Shavasana, we're not worried about our breath. We're not worried about what happened today. We're not worried about what happens when we get up off this mat. We're simply just laying, attending to no thing, just for a moment. You guys are welcome to lay as long as you like, but for those of us at home, maybe waiting to get to the second part of this video, we'll roll to a side. Any side you like. Take your time. Be gentle. Raise up nice and easy up to a seated position. Any one will do. All right. Thank you guys. And like I said, this is part one of 2 parts standing sequence from the Ashtanga Yoga system. So hopefully you guys like this one, because there's more where that came from in the next video, and I hope you guys tune in for the next one. Thanks a lot.